So I was first researching about your name because it's an interesting name, and at first I thought one of your guys' names was like Ray and Chelle and Hot.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
But then I found out there's 4 of you guys, so that doesn't make any sense.
True.
Okay, so why don't you break it down for me?
Okay, so you guys know MySpace? Remember that guy? MySpace? Tom and all his friends? Back when we were, before we were Hot Chelle Rae, we were another band, and we had this, we call her a dedicated fan, but she was really just this crazy impersonating stalker, because everyone's who they say they are on MySpace. So she ended up like being a fraud, and we kind of called her out on it, but her handle was Chelle Rae, and since she was fake and a huge part of our band, we decided we liked the name, so we were going to roll with it.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, MySpace stalker.
Yeah,
the short version.
So keeping along those lines, what's the craziest, somewhat scary thing a fan maybe has done?
That's honestly the craziest thing. There's nothing more elaborate than that.
Yeah.
But
faking a personality is pretty intense. But there have been plenty of moments throughout that there have been requests for, like, oh, can I have your sunglasses or your shoes, or like, you know, like something we have to get home.
I'm sure there's other items
can I have your car
that.
keys?
So 2 other members, where are they at? And
They are. No, they're headed to. We have another show tonight, full band show. So they're headed to that to get it all set up and whatnot.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
And you're the lead singer and guitarist.
I play rhythm guitar and he's the lead guitarist.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes.
And I heard you breaking out the falsetto, man. You're kind of like the bigger one out the 2, so I was expecting, I was like, oh, he's gonna break out the falsetto, but great job with that.
Falsetto man.
Yeah. So you guys are originally from Nashville.
Yes.
And you don't do country music.
Correct.
Is that weird? Like,
it's less weird now than it would have been, 5-10 years ago. But there's a huge music scene there now that's not country.
Kings of Leon, Paramore. There's from Nashville.
There's a lot of people, and then it's kind of become a melting pot. It's kind of like a southern LA. Everyone goes from New York to LA to write Nashville now. It's just so weird.
Wow. Okay. Cool. So, was there any of that country influence on?
Yeah, Nash and I grew up listening to country music. His dad's a country artist, and my parents are country writers, and it's.
And your name is Nash, man.
Exactly. And it's actually my name, so.
Cool. And in this song, you reference Zach Galifianakis.
Yes.
From The Hangover.
Yep.
Has he heard the song?
We need to know this.
We don't know. We kind of hope that he has. I mean, it plays before The Hangover too. So it's in the movie. I hear people tweet at me and they're like, "Your song is on before The Hangover." And I'm like, man, I wonder if he's heard that yet.
We've got to have he's got to have somebody calling and be like, "Hey, did you hear this?" Because when you have some mention,
right.
You've always got friends out there be like, "Hey, I just heard your name and this and this and this." So
we need to do a new video with him in it.
We would love
we
that.
tried.
Yeah, we did.
So, listen, since you reference him, you're talking about a tattoo. I see you guys are tatted up, so why don't you give me the rundown and let me know how many and if there's any special meanings to what you guys got going on?
We've chopped it up to, instead of amount of tattoos, hours of tattoos, because it's kind of like, is this one tattoo? I don't know.
Right.
It's like, this is probably 11 hours of work.
Okay.
And I don't know, we probably got 20-something a piece, right?
I've got 15,
Yeah.
something like that. I just got one behind my ear not too long ago. Nobody can see it from where they are, I'm sure. But
there you go. And you got one there too?
Yeah, I got one there too.
Look it.
Dude,
It's the cool thing to do.
we planned this.
painless.
So what's the favorite one then? Favorite tattoo?
The most significant one for us is my favorite personal one is the one I have on my chest. But we all have.
I think you need to do that again for the girls. They got really excited.
But we all have one on the inside of our arm, and we all got it when we got signed because that was a huge milestone for us. So we wanted to commemorate it.
I had stuff put all out of mine, but it's still there.
It's still there.
Cool. Did you have a question in the back?
Because I saw him walking with the tattoo behind his ear, and I was gonna get one there, but I didn't know how badly it hurt.
Not at all.
Really?
As far as they go, it doesn't really
I was
hurt.
contemplating here or here.
This is gonna hurt worse.
Is it?
It was the easiest one I've ever gotten.
Really?
Yeah.
It's over before you know it, depending on what you want.
I don't know, but
You mean
unless you're paying
it's
attention.
hot Chelle Rae behind your
Yes,
Princess
Jimmy.
Any other questions, guys? What's up, man?
This question's to RK.
Yep.
Is it awkward being in a band with a relative?
No, it's actually awesome. It would be so. It would be boring, really, honestly, without him, because he's so funny, and we've been obviously best friends forever, and it's just like, that sounded so lame, but we've been BFF, yeah, and it's fun having him in the band. And he kind of just, before he played drums in the band, he was always drumming, but he hung out with Nash and Ian and I as a group just before he was even in the band, so it would have been kind of weird to leave him at home. It was like leaving. It was weird.
As a band, we're all like really tight and very family kind of, and really good friends. And it's funny because before we were a band officially, we were all friends. Like, we all hung out together. And
before Ian ever picked up the bass,
he
it
would
was
come over.
Jamie, Ian, Nash, and I hanging out all the time.
Yeah, Ian would come over and we'd chill after rehearsals. And so we're like, all right, you're here waiting for the rehearsal to be done. We're going through bass players, like,
Jamie's taking drum lessons. What's going on here? And it just kind of all of a sudden one day it clicked and we started it up. So
Cool. What's up?
What's your favorite song?
favorite song that we wrote.
That is a really good question. And the answer may very well be a song you've never heard because we haven't recorded it yet.
Yeah, that's true.
So, that we've recorded and that you've heard, probably tonight.
The most fun song to write was Nash and I wrote the T-Pain Taylor Swift rap collaboration.
Really?
Yeah, and that was the most fun, most out of the box fun thing to write.
It's on my iPhone.
Is it? Yeah.
Nice.
Do you guys see it for us?
I don't even remember it.
No.
8 foot 4 blonde hair on the floor or something like that.
6 bucks, 7 bucks.
Yeah.
Anybody else? What's up?
Do you guys have any crazy tour stories?
We have define crazy tour story.
Like anything extreme, dangerous?
Something that happened that was really funny one time was we were on tour with Mayday Parade, and during Bleed, on one of the last shows, the tour manager for their tour was named Cinnamon. That was his nickname.
Yeah.
And so Cinnamon and this other guy in the band put on Mayday Parade booty shorts and boxing gloves, and got up on stage and had a full-fledged boxing round during Bleed. It was hardcore. They were punching each other. It was amazing. It was hilarious.
So then we got in the parking lot afterwards and had a boxing match.
Yeah.
Between,
We did boxing. We did a lot of boxing on it. That was stupid.
Yeah, at least you have another career path.
Yeah, I guess so.
So listen, actually, in Tonight you have this line. You said, "I don't know if I'll make it. I don't know if I'm taking this out of context." But were you guys ever worried? With the first album coming out and not having that one huge smash initially, were you guys ever worried? Like, man, I don't know if this is gonna work out.
I think we've always wondered what if it doesn't, but been too driven and also a little bit too stupid to ever just take that. There was a point in our career before we ever got signed that a band that will remain nameless came to me and tried to buy Bleed for me for a lot of money, and that was kind of like the thing where I could have done that or I could have not, and that would have been not going for it to me. And there was a point when we were like, what are we gonna do? But you just keep writing songs and keep playing shows, and
Yeah, I think
that's it.
that we're always conscious of what's going on, and not ever going to accept anything but the best, and keep going and keep being driven. But there are times where you kind of wonder all right, what is this going to do? What should we do in the meantime to make this happen and whatnot? And we've been really fortunate to just all love being around each other and write songs as much as possible and work with some great people. And everything has happened how it's supposed to happen.
Cool. No backup plan, just backup songs.
Good, yeah, there you go. All right, 2 quick questions and then we're all done. I want to ask you, what's up with the color poof? I believe I saw a pink one in the video.
It faded.
Okay.
It chilled out, and now it's blonde.
Okay. Is it gonna switch up per season or what's up with it?
I don't know.
We do them in his sleep, so it's just whatever color we're feeling.
No, my mom was a hairdresser, and so I grew up having a salon in our basement that I had just full rain on and would put weird stuff in my hair all the time. And I get bored but I don't want to go blonde as I have a few times. So I'm like, alright, I'll put something to keep myself entertained, but it'll, grow out quickly and be over filming it.
Gotcha. And the last question, I gotta ask this for some of the young ladies. Are you guys single?
Maybe.
Always.
Probably. Yes.
Alright, cool guys. Give it up for Hot Chelle Rae.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys so much. You did a great job.